This will be your apex. In this 6th rendition, we're gonna harness the ancient knowledge so we can use it to our advantage of a really special creature. For this instance, the badger, the fearless endurance. Great. So, well, if you're a badger, you will be able to identify yourself with this video. Let's go to that first point. It says that the badger has survived by becoming the most fearless gladiator on the animal kingdom. Fearless, that's the key. You're fearless, okay? So badgers, they do have, instead of having something extra, they have something lacking. They lack something there in their brain went off that they don't feel that fear, man. They're ready to go in, and maybe as a person, people are not able to read you or understand you, and probably something in there is missing in your brain, a cell, whatever is missing in you, that you are fearless, you're ready to go. And as well, in the area of psychology, is study as well people that they don't see limits or boundaries, they don't give in to their fears, and usually are people that they get themselves into trouble in the context of being a human being. But yeah, it's that sort of thing that the world as well is dominated by fear in every area of society and existence. And what happens to those people that just ignore that rule of life? Fear in itself can break its boundaries, okay? So if you're fearless in this sort of warfare that exists, you're a badger if you're fearless. Okay, let's go to the second point. A badger never retreats regardless of the odds stacked against him. A badger is direct and relentless. That sort of thing of being fearless is being relentless. When you do something, you're going to do it 100%, okay? You don't even think that you're going to do it half. You don't even think where you're going to go. Once you set a goal on mind, it's done. And sort of this second point is that you never retreat as well. You never give up. You never retreat the argument. You never do this. It's that you're a badger. You have something in your hands. You're not going to let it go. It can be an argument. It can be something there. But remember, don't make people make you feel less or smaller because you're stubborn. That's the way you are. You know, I think that there's a toxic way of saying, yeah, this is the way I am, and there's no growth from it. But sometimes sticking to your ideas and sticking to your instincts will benefit you in life as well, okay? Nobody knows your journey and your goals as you. Okay, let's go to that third point. Strictly solitary and finds safety in aggression. As you see, badgers, their first response to a threat is fighting. It's that instant response. You give in to your first instant at that moment, you know? And sometimes that's really important, you know? It's really important that you have that first reaction. If you're a badger, you react instantly because that's in your nature, really, not because you want to be a big protagonist or just have a big moment. Like, you can get misinterpreted really easily. So just remember that you have it in you, okay? And yes, I just wanted to share a little story time that has to do with this. You know, I have a cousin that he's a badger, definitely, that do this stuff, fearless, and nothing is gonna break him. So I do remember that he's someone that will be messing, poking you, pushing you all day long just to get you angry and get a reaction off of you. And he will never lose his cool. He will never lose an argument or anything. If you get angry, you lose for him. So, you know, when he's at the job, man. And I do remember one time we were handling this heavy machinery that was really dangerous. And I think something went wrong, and 1 second was more than enough to end us both. And because he never got distracted, not even 1 second, was focused there 120%, he was able to save our lives, man, in front of us. Didn't make a big deal about it. So if you're a badger, don't see these things as negative. If you're a badger, you save lives. You're tough, you know. You're unbreakable. In the moment where people are fearing or sort of analyzing, over rationalizing the stuff, you already took that decision and you save somebody. So that's why badgers are really important, okay? Okay, let's go to the fourth point. You have a high intensity, and as well, you will fight until the work is done. Usually, you know, badgers, they have a high intensity, and they will not work until the hunt is done, until they have. You know, that's really important. And this is what I wanted to talk about badgers. Maybe you're not a badger, but if you know somebody has that resilience, that endurance, that is a little bit stubborn, a little bit in its own ways, gotta respect that person. Gotta respect tough people on this earth, man. Nowadays we have respect for people that have the ring, the watches, that have the big house, the vehicle, entrepreneurs, people that sort of can show you in the material world their worth. But that's really far from the truth, man. The people that you gotta respect are those real pillars. If I took you, I don't care if you go to the gymnasium, if you know how to fight, if your dad grew you tough, if you think this, you're from this nation or that. I have gone through the toughest jobs on earth, man. Nobody's gonna last there. I don't care how tough you think, how tall, how strong, how smart. Those jobs are there to break you, man. If you work in demolition, construction, if you're a truck driver, if you as well do wood floors, if you do roofing, those jobs are gonna break you, man. Doesn't matter who you are, and if one of those like 6,000 people working in a corporate job for a company that needs to make the revenue, like services that every day need to be there, and you just need high specialized people like health insurance and other matters, man. Those people are warriors. You gotta respect them. They are tough, man. They're gonna do the jobs that you don't wanna do, that society needs. Somebody's gotta go out there and do them, and sometimes these people lack something in their mind that lets them do their job and have endurance for a long time. But trust me, I have seen it, man, with my own eyes. Peoples from all the religions, all the walks of lives, all the countries, all the nations, when they go with my cousins there and they try to sort of prove themselves with real labor jobs, all of them break, man. All of them have excuses. All of them break, and all of them are ready to give up any second, man. Grown ass men that you see them big and strong, and it's just a matter of endurance. Doesn't matter your size. You're a badger, don't let people see you because you're small, because you're this, you don't fit this. Doesn't matter, man. Odds can be stacked against you, and you can still overcome. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm telling you. A badger doesn't stop until the work is done. Those jobs that are difficult in the world, man, gotta be thankful that there's someone doing it out there. There's not a machine that will do them, and those people have that thing. They don't stop until the job is done. Let's go to the next point. Badgers, they are a biological hack, really. They have they possess a loose and a thick skin, and that is as well resistant to like venom. It's venom resistant as well. So they have basically the best type of skin that is really tough to get in, but it's slippery. And because they're lacking some things as well in their organism, they can outstand venom, even dosages that can kill a human being. And they possess a high level of resilience under pressure. Just like my cousin, he's messing around and everything, being a big kid, but when it's time to work, time to get that focus that in, that's when he performs under pressure. At that moment, he needed to save our lives. He saved our lives, man, under pressure there. So, and for this, in this case, sixth point, I have here, if you're a badger, your secret weapon will truly be your reputation as well, okay? Your reputations, because once you have proved you're too much trouble to mess with, the predators start giving you a wide breath. Once you show once you're a badger, you only need to show once what you're able to do, what you're capable, and that will be more enough for people to respect you. So remember that. And growing from that, I'm gonna give you this last reflection, okay? For this analogy of the badger, change your mindset. Don't let a bite of a comment reach your core. Use the flexibility to pivot and strike back with results rather than getting pinned down by your ego. Anything that they throw you, be flexible, be resilient, and show something next. Show a reply, a response to that energy that's been given to you, and don't let that reach your core, your beauty, your soul, your true essence. Okay, great. So for this instance, we live with the badger. I think I'm gonna take a little bit time off. Maybe I come with the 7th video. I just need to work a couple of things here, but I'm gonna leave my Gmail. Okay, if you wanna work your leadership or you wanna have authority over your life, send me a Gmail. I will respond there. I will read it, and from there we can see if we can have a sit down as well. Okay, so have a great one for this week.